What up, y'all? It's your boy Polo Cuts SD. Welcome to Ace of Fates Off the Clipper. We are out here back, episode 21, baby. You already know what it is, man. We out here with my people, my boy.
Sir. Manny Rocks.
Manny Rocks in the building. We got my boy, the one and only J.Teralta in the building, owner of Cutthroat Brand, Cutthroat.
That's right.
Barbershop, Cutthroat Media, Cutthroat Tattoo Shop.
Damn.
What else, dog?
Clothing.
Damn.
Oh, Cutthroat Brand, right?
Yeah, I guess it's the same thing.
Same thing. Cutthroat Clothing. What up, man? How you doing, dog?
I am cool.
Hey, it's a pleasure to have you here, homie.
I appreciate it. I wanted to come out here, dude.
You've been one of the guys that I've been fucking trying to have in our podcast, bro, because you're a fucking go-getter, homie. And I see that shit, and I fucking salute you for that.
I appreciate it, man.
For real.
I try to inspire the world.
That's right. Hey, damn, this guy just had a fucking dope-ass event this past Sunday at his second location, his second barbershop tattoo shop on Chula Vista on 3rd Avenue. Fucking badass fucking event. I placed second and first place on 2 different categories, and it was fucking dope, homie, honestly. Not just because I won, but it was dope.
Yeah, dude, you killed it, bro. Both those haircuts were fire.
Hell yeah.
And it definitely helped that I rigged it for you.
Hell yeah, bro. Hey,
that's the trick,
that $100 bill fucking helped, dog. You know they say, bro, when you go to Vegas and you check in, bro, you gotta slide them the 80 or the 60,
and
they'll fucking take care of you, homie. So, hey, you never know, bro. You gotta try.
Hell yeah, dude. You came out of your element.
Yeah, no, for sure, bro. It was fucking insane, bro, for me to just do something that I've never done before. I mean, I do it at the shop on a daily basis, but I've never done it at a barber battle, and that shit was fucking tight for me. I felt good. I felt proud. And yeah, man, shit, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Well, shit, I got respect for your shit, dude. I did a fast fade one time,
yeah.
Right? And I won't lie, I placed 3rd and it felt cool, but I was like, I don't need to do this again.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure,
That shit's insane, bro. Like at first,
let me do 3 people in a minute.
Yeah. At first, it was hard, bro. But then you just find fucking little fucking.
I don't even know
shortcuts.
how you do that, man.
You know?
Hey,
magic.
Practice.
Yeah.
Practice. I try to get my haircuts out in 20 minutes, bro, when I'm cutting hair. So
damn, that's money.
Yeah, that's how
Time
I
is
work.
money in this trade, right?
Yes, sir. But man, like I said, it was a dope ass event, bro. How do you feel about it, man? What was
It was definitely better than expected.
For sure.
Truly appreciative. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of cool to see. I mean, I hate to be. Instagram's a weird tool. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like if you're doing business, it's an amazing tool. You know what I mean? But sometimes you have to give off this persona that isn't truly real. And I like that I can do those events and people can kind of hear me truly how I am, truly what I look like, truly you can see it on my face what it takes to do it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes we might make things look a little easy. Because you might see it often or whatever. And truly, it's not, man. We're lucky where we got a team. We work really hard, We think about what we're going to do and stuff like that. And to get to the answer to your question, I'm happy it's over, man. It was a great event. I appreciated everybody coming out. But sometimes people don't know what it really takes to throw an event like that.
Yeah.
And then when it's done, you still got to deal with all the people that are unhappy, all the people that wish it went a different way and stuff like that. And
yeah.
It's kind of draining to a certain degree, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But, as the saying goes, it's like, on Instagram, you show your highlight reel,
100%.
So everyone thinks it's like smooth, legit, like no problems. But, like you said, the people that came to met you physically instead of Instagram, like they saw you running around.
Oh yeah.
Checking things. It's like, man, it's a lot of work,
Exactly.
Oh yeah, man. I felt I had to sit down with them a couple of times and I was like, man, you look tired, homie. Like,
Facts.
Like you look fucking beat, dog. And that's exactly what he's saying. You go and you experience it firsthand, man, and you actually get to see J.Teralta in his fucking element, really giving it his all, because not only is he tired, he's still there fucking, like, he's not giving up. He's not saying, hey, you know what, fuck this, I'm done. He keeps going, and that's what it's all about, bro, at the end of the day. No matter how tired you are, no matter how much you want to give up or whatever, you just keep going, and that's what really makes you different from all the other people,
Appreciate
and
it.
I respect that myself, because that's how I want to be on a daily basis. That's how I always want to be. That's how I always am. Give it that extra mile. You say you want to run 2 miles, run 3.
Exactly.
That's how it is.
I'm a big believer in that, in just the idea of like you got to give yourself an outlandish goal, something that seems unrealistic to a certain degree. because as long as you say that's what I'm gonna get and you try hard as fuck to get that, even if you fail at that, you're gonna be way farther than if you didn't even give yourself a goal.
Yeah.
And that's what tends to happen with me, man. I don't show the dirty part of everything, right?
Definitely.
But truly, bro, I throw shit at the wall, but I throw shit like all fucking day. So like, you know, a lot of it will stick. You know what I mean? And that's all that anybody sees, you know. And that's just kind of my thing. Is just you got to keep going, man. Sometimes things aren't exactly, bro. There's things I work really hard on, man, that aren't successes and stuff like that,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes I drop a shirt, man, and I think everyone's gonna love it. I get like 12 fucking likes and no one orders the shirt, you know? It gives you like it brings you back down to a humble place, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I know, I feel like, you know, that I like what I'm doing, man, but I like to also make it real, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yo, you could really do this too, man. It's just
Doing it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, putting something in place and, you know, heading in that direction.
Yeah, definitely. So, for those people that don't know you, who is J.Teralta?
Fuck. Right now?
Yeah.
Currently? Or
I mean, who is he? Who has he been? Where's he from? How does J.Teralta get to where he's at now?
okay. Let's see. I would like to say that the story all starts where I grew up and stuff like that. So I grew up in City Heights, East San Diego. I literally lived there my whole life, man. I'm not gonna lie. I live in the house I was born in. You know what I
Nice.
mean? Like I'm lucky I was in a situation where I've moved out a few times and stuff like that, but I've been there a lot of time, you know? So I've seen the neighborhood change, man. It used to be real crazy, and now it's kind of getting a little more metropolitan and stuff like that. The people are changing. But what I'm getting to is, yeah, man, I was born there. A lot of people think I'm younger than I am. I was born in 1989. I'm 30
Oh, what the fuck?
32 years old. Yeah, dog, a lot of people think I'm like 26, 27. Thanks, I don't grow facial hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm 32 years old.
Oh,
You know
shit,
what I
fool. I did not know that.
Yeah, dog, class of 2007, Hoover High School.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Your cheapie's age.
Yeah, dog.
That's right.
One time for the old heads, you know? But shit, man, my story is, yeah, bro, I'm from City Heights. I grew up there. I used to skateboard. I used to ride bikes. Naturally, you kind of being in the neighborhood, you kind of like are raised around the culture and nostalgia of your literal neighborhoods. I'm talking about from the gangs to stuff like that. You get to know people, you know? So I always had a lot of respect, and I love my neighborhood, bro. So I feel like a lot of the things I did when I first started and stuff was like for my neighborhood, right? So I'm born in City Heights, man. Graduated Hoover High School 2007. I was always into fashion. That's one thing that people now, it's like they don't really know. But I started screen printing T-shirts when I was like 16. So that was like maybe like 10th grade in high school.
Tight.
And I had a little brand then, and it kind of felt good. I was printing T-shirts and selling them in high school for like $20, and it was like just a picture of a skyline on a shirt. You know, it was literally just the San Diego skyline on the bottom of a shirt, and people were buying them. And that's where I kind of got the little hustle from first. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie that, you know, you're 10th grade and shit. I was smoking some weed, I was selling a little weed here and there, you know. But when you start like kind of doing something and getting money from it, it kind of gives you a little confidence, you know. So I just kept working on clothing and shit till I probably graduated, and then I was lucky enough where I got into a situation where I went to fashion school. So at the time it was called FITM, Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. It was in downtown San Diego. It was on top of that 7-Eleven. It's not there no more. But I didn't really take it seriously, dude. I fucked it up. And like I was there for like maybe 3-4 months. Grades went down right away. I couldn't really afford the money side anyway. So it just made a lot of sense to leave. You know what I mean? I didn't finish. So I always had like that bad taste in my mouth of like, fuck, it's something I wanted to do and I didn't get to finish or whatever. So after that, I was just working jobs pretty much like, you know, everybody else. I worked like a courier job. I did random things here and there, like doing signs and stuff like that. It always stayed kind of the creative side. But then there was a point where my dad ended up having a situation where he came up on a little extra money, and he pretty much shot me like 10 grand. And in 2008, I opened up a screen printing shop.
Oh, nice.
And this is where, if you remember that time, it was like the recession, you know?
Yeah.
And so we opened up the shop, bro, and dude, the recession hit right away, George Bush, all that kind of stuff. And truly no one was buying T-shirts. You know, no one was really like investing in their business like that. So that ended up tanking, man. And that was like, again, a huge confidence hit on my confidence, you know?
Yeah.
So I had to go back to working these odd jobs, bro. And then the next big thing was I started working in a dispensary. I was riding bikes downtown as a courier, and I ended up going to this dispensary a lot. This is like 2009. And they ended up giving me a job. And real quick, I kind of realized that like everybody in there was kind of straight up like stoner white boys. And, you know, naturally, bro, I was a little more of a hustler than that, you know? So you would get tips, you know, it's a dispensary. You guys know what they're like, right? So I just started hustling a whole bunch where, I started hitting crazy tips and selling extra stuff. In like 2 months, I ended up being like the manager of the dispensary.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what kind of gave me the like how to run a business part, like it was a dispensary at the time. I was making a lot of money. So I had to handle like money and buying stuff and this and that. So I ended up doing that for a while. I ended up trying to jump out on my own and open up my own dispensary. This is now like 2010. Bro, we were in like Paradise Hills area, and long story short, that didn't work, bro. We got hit with like a federal letter. That like, yo, we know you're here type of thing, and bro, I ain't trying to go to jail,
Yeah, fuck
so
that.
I was like, yo, I'm out, so once again, bro, back to the courier job, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing that. And pretty much I meet my girl, dude, like most stories, I get her pregnant, and then I'm sitting there, I'm already really tatted and shit, and I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do for money? I'm gonna have a kid, I found out I was gonna be a girl, so I was kind of like, fuck, fuck, I don't want to be a deadbeat. That's really what it was, bro. That was like the point where I realized, like, fuck, and my hustle just got super crazy,
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I'm sure it's the same for a lot of people that have kids, but next thing you know, bro, I go and I truly, bro, I served the 8th to my homie at barber school. It's my homie Caesar. He still works. He works for us to this day. And that fool's like, I'm talking to him and just about how shit sucks, and this was like, dog, why don't you just become a barber? And I looked at him like, what the fuck? I don't want to be a barber,
Yeah.
I never realized I was a bad client. I used to shoot my barber $20 and I thought I was juicing him, so I never realized it, right? So, bro, shit got bad. Things went up and down. We had the kid, man. Things weren't working out, bro. So one day I said, fuck it, dude. I'm going to take the chance at barber school. And I'll be honest, from there, then it just went fast, man. You're part of some of that story at the start, dog.
Yeah.
Once I got into barber school, dude, I kind of took it real passionately. I didn't want to keep failing at a bunch of shit, And, yeah, man, all I can say is I took it real serious. I started hitting a lot of barber battles, student barber battles. And I feel like my whole story is like confidence boosts and confidence drops. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
So real early, I thought I could cut hair, dude. And I went to this battle at Paul Mitchell up in L.A., and bro, none of them could cut hair either, right? So I did some random styling and some little design. I like won second place in a couple categories. I was hyped, bro. I came back to San Diego like, I'm the shit, And long story short, bro, this. My next battle was your battle, bro.
Yeah.
I went to your battle, and I got in the student category, bro. And I thought I was gonna do something tight, bro. And I didn't even finish the fucking haircut. And shit. In all honesty, bro, I got up, I grabbed my model, and I left, bro. Like, you guys didn't even judge my model. We went across the street to whatever that restaurant was that was right there. And I pretty much was just like sad, bro. And then like there was that confidence hit, like, fuck, dude. Like, I'll be honest, dude, your battle, it changed a lot of shit. I was like, damn, bro. Like, I thought I was tight, and then you find out you're not that tight, And I was like, fuck, dude.
Hey, in that battle, there was a lot of hitters, bro.
There was a lot of hitters, dog. There's people to this day in that student battle that I fuck with. My boy Supreme, he works at my shop, and he cuts my hair. He's one of my favorite barbers. He was in that battle, and I saw what he was doing at that time. I was like, God fucking damn it, But I learned a lot at that battle, man, and after that, I kind of chilled out, and I kind of took it back to the drawing board a little bit. And long story short, yeah, man, after that, I just took my time. I started doing battles again, and then next thing you know, the student battles, I think for like a year and a half, I took every single one for a little bit, and then that kind of really helped the confidence again,
Yeah.
And then I went into professional battles, bro, and I think the story from there, bro. I took it real serious, man. It taught me, when you're in the barbershop, kind of like you said today, when you're in the barbershop, you take it for granted, bro. It just is what it is. But when you got that pressure, you're in the battle, and people are looking at you, and you really want to win, and you spent $200, and you might not even have that, when you're just hoping you win because you need that 500 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that feeling right there, bro, that shit is everything.
Something else, dog.
Yeah.
It felt good, bro. That shit's insane, dog. Like, it feels good, bro, especially when you try your hardest,
Yeah.
And you're doing a good job. I mean, you yourself, you just said you failed a lot of times, but I'm pretty sure after you started taking it serious and shit started going smooth, you saw a lot of great things after that. It went great for you. It's been going good for you. Battles you were winning fucking left and right. Yep. I've been to so many battles where you place first place and all that stuff, but for me, it felt fucking insane. Just every battle I go to, it feels great, bro. The love people give you, especially like this past one, bro. I had a fat ass crowd, and I love that shit, dog.
Yeah,
it feels good. It hypes you up.
Yep.
You're doing a good job.
Having the people there, just like watching
makes it even better,
it's
bro.
like, oh, people are watching me. Like,
Makes it even
makes
better.
try
You
a
even
little
stand
harder,
different,
you know?
dog.
Yeah.
You stand
Yeah,
different.
And you pop your chest out.
Yeah,
a little
you know what I'm
bit,
saying?
You start cutting hair like this. Like,
Yeah,
it's
you
whatever.
know?
You,
start
it's like,
blending out shit that's done already. you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly. And
Yeah.
you fucking you go all out, bro. And that's the love that we have for this shit, you
Yeah,
know?
that's where you really see the passion. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
There'll be people in the crowd and they think this shit's bullshit, you know. But when you're there, there's no feeling like it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Nah. And then in that up and down too of when you win, it's like almost orgasmic in a way. You know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah.
it's like fuck, because all this pressure, you know, like, and then all of a sudden you win. And then when you lose, it really humbles you. You know, you go.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You drive down from LA and you hit In and Out all sad. You know what I'm saying? And you go.
Yeah.
You go back to the drawing board. You know.
Trust me, bro. I've lost a few. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've battled probably about 25 times,
Yeah.
and I have 20 trophies.
Yep.
I've lost around 5 of them, like where I don't place at all, bro. And that shit fucking feels like shit.
Yes.
And you realize, like, you look around and you're like, damn, like I thought I was fucking beast, dog.
Facts,
and
yeah.
and
And you get beat by like a 19-year-old.
yeah, dog. But also, like, barbers out there, they gotta remember too. Just because you lose, that doesn't mean you suck, bro.
Nope.
You know?
I'm gonna be 1,000 too. The best barber doesn't always win.
Yeah,
It's
man.
not like that either. Yo, it's the most prepared barber that day.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And sometimes, bro, like I've been to events, bro, where the fucking barber that wins, he's over here buying the judges drinks. I've been to rigged ass barber battles before,
Yeah,
dog.
I've seen.
oh, that's the trick,
You know?
huh?
I mean, I've really seen that happen before, like where the fucking first place winner the whole night he was over here like just kissing ass,
Yeah. Look,
fucking doing the most.
I've gotten to a point in all of that too, man, where at first I used to super feel like that, right? And then there was a time where I was like, nope. But I also feel it also comes to networking, right? But I think sometimes knowing the people that are judging you or them knowing of you, it does not hurt.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that could
Definitely.
even be a leg up where, excuse me, just because you're more familiar to them, you feel me?
Yeah.
They might remember something more, and I do feel that could lead to favoritism.
No, definitely all the way. I believe in that too, bro, because I've seen it happen fucking plenty of times, bro. And I'm like, damn, like, did I not win because of that? But then I'm like, you know what? It's a fucking gray haircut. They fucking beat me.
You gotta look at it another way. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. Have you ever won something and felt like there was better haircuts that didn't?
Yeah.
That happens to me a lot, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where like I'm like, I appreciate someone saw my perspective of what I tried to do.
Yeah.
Right. But I see something else and I'm like, yo, did you see that? Like, and of course you're gonna take your win, right? You're not
Definitely.
gonna be like, yo, that guy deserves it more. Right. But
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's more like, what am I trying to say? Like, you think it's better because it's not a skill that you have, not necessarily because it's harder to do, but not because you know how to do it? Does that make sense?
It does. It does. Like where it's like, fuck, I can't do that. Therefore, that is
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
There's definitely a certain element of that, in my opinion. But I feel like sometimes too, it goes down to like, I feel like the overall best haircut should win, right? And something like that where you feel like I never have thought I'm the best barber. I think I'm a really good barber, and I know when I put my mind to it, I'm an even better barber, right? But I know what I can do very well, right? And I highlight that. You know, the same thing again, highlight reel, you know? So I try to be a well-rounded barber. You know, when you look at my entire haircut, in my opinion, again, right, you'll see the design is decent, the fade is really good, the crop, the top is extra good. That's how I've always cut. You know what I mean? But I feel like that's how a lot of stuff is judged. Therefore, the overall cut wins. But sometimes someone's specific blend just blows my mind.
Oh, yeah.
But they gelled the top. You know what I mean? And they don't even understand because they know that their blend is really nice.
So it's like more like the blend, but not like they don't have the style down.
Yeah,
Like,
it'll just be something specific. Even sometimes in a design category, someone does a design that's just like, how the fuck did they think about that? And you're like blown away, but you won because you did the cleanest one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes it's kind of like, you know,
I've seen barbers do some clean ass designs, bro, but they're messy, bro. Like they're just messy barbers. Good design, messy barber, red everywhere, like
Fundamentals.
irritation,
hair behind the ear.
hair behind the ear.
People don't understand. These new barbers, they don't know that, bro. That's one thing that I don't know if you saw in the battle. I was looking at all of that just because a lot of they don't understand that, bro. You've been to battles, bro. They check your neck, behind the ear.
That's the
If you
first
nick
thing I do,
someone-
bro. That's the first thing I do every time I do a barber battle, bro. Everybody always trips out because they're like, "Oh, you're done already?" No, I'm just fucking. I need to take off the cape, bro, and remove all the back hairs first because if I'm running out of time, dog, and I can't get the back hairs, dog, I gotta get those out of the way first.
100%.
You know, I gotta get the hairs in the back first, under the ear, over the ear, make sure that I don't have no peach fuzz, none of that, because that shit matters.
And it pops out extra when they got a light on it and they're judging you and just peach fuzz.
And you gotta remember, bro, when someone's judging you, bro, they're gonna call out any little fucking thing, bro.
100%.
Like, I always make sure that when I'm battling, bro, that I see no lines, cause I can already see a fucking judge going up to the haircut and fucking spinning them this way, and then the light's better this way, and then oh shit, there's a line, they point it out, boom. Omatic seen it, you know. I know you seen it, Omatic.
I got caught doing a little trick that they asked me what that was for. I don't know if you saw that one.
Well, where you put a business card or something over it?
I ran the business card on the hair, dude, and it's because I've seen another judge do that, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, it just shows a hard line. So when you're running it, it's like, you know, it just shows it right off the bat, where before it could have been laying down good.
Yeah.
And you didn't even notice, and you just do that, and you're like, whoa, like, boom. And it just makes it that much obvious in comparison to this one that doesn't have that, you know?
Yeah. That's why it's always good to brush, man. Brush, because...
Fade up and down.
Yeah, straight up, dude. I've always... Danny from
BBC.
Yeah. California Barber and Beauty College. He's the one that taught me that. He would always tell me, like, hey, whenever you're fading, man, make sure you do your X's or your circles, because you're going to be able to get all the hair that's going every single fucking direction.
Yep.
And a lot of barbers don't see that, or there's a lot of barbers that think they're the best, bro.
I don't even understand how they think that, though.
Ego, man.
I agree that a lot of barbers that probably think that they're best are very, very good.
Yeah.
But how do you, like...
A lot of times it's because, like, their clients hype them up, you know? So it's like, oh, this is the best haircut. So, like, they soak whatever their clients say because they don't know any better, you know? So they're just, like, get all big-headed. And
there's dude, stubbornness. Like, they're just... I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of barbers out there that really... Even if their clients are not hyping them up, they just... I know barbers myself that barely started cutting hair, and they already think they're the fucking shit. You try to give them advice, and they don't fucking give up. They really don't take it.
Yeah.
They really think like, no, but this is, but no, but it's because I'm doing it this way because it's like, hold on, bro. Like, I'm telling you because I know. Like, I know because I already.
It's a new generation of barbers, man. Like, they just want to. They're in love with the lifestyle, but they're not in love with, you know, the actual work.
Passion.
You know?
I feel like this generation, too, is scared to be sunned in a way. Like, the idea of, like, nah, I already know that. You don't. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you don't, but you don't want anyone to think you don't know that. You know what I'm saying?
But then again, were we all like that at one point?
I think I was.
You know what I'm saying?
It later.
I'm gonna say
like,
yeah, because like
were we like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah, because over time, like you notice things. You know, it's like, man,
that's what I'm trying to.
Like years down the road, it's like a little thing that you pick up. Like, you know what? Like, I used to do this shit back then.
Exactly.
Like,
that's why I try to I put myself in their shoes too.
You have to, yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, dude, I swear to God, bro, I've had barbers come up in here and they tell me like, oh, this and that. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Well, I mean, I already did it 50 times, bro. You know,
for sure,
I did it 50 times already, and no, it doesn't work that way. And then,
or I did that on purpose, and you're like, no, you did it. You just don't know how to.
Yeah, but then I asked myself like, fuck, was I like that? And then probably.
I had this story I told one of my barbers.
I was that same way too, you know.
Just throw some gel on it, you'll be fine.
Year one, I thought I was really good. Year two, I thought I was the best ever. You know. Year three, I realized I sucked. You know what I mean? And then after that, it was just better. Once I realized that, you know what? No, I'm not. I can't do that. I can't do this. And then you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I learned a lot more, bro. Like now I personally say I can do everything.
Yeah.
You know, whether I highlight it or whatever, you know. Personally, shit, I haven't posted a haircut in like a year and a half or something like that.
So you're retired.
I'm not, but I'd like to think so. Look, I still cut my like my close friends' hair, and then still those clients that
your VIPs.
That the price is like, how do you say no, right?
Yeah.
But it's truly these days a situation where it's not a bougie thing. It's I have so much to do on my plate, right? That sometimes it's like, fuck, even taking that hour out of things I'm supposed to do to just put in a haircut, it does make a big difference, you know? And, but yeah, I wouldn't say I'm retired. I'd say I cut, man, on a heavy month, I cut like 15 people. But I do try to, I stay really busy with the brand stuff and running the businesses and stuff like that. But I definitely want to start maybe coming out and battling a little bit. I remember how fun that was. So that's why I don't want to say like, yo, I'm retired. I like cutting hair. Yeah. But my problem is sometimes I like cutting hair too much. So I might need to cut your hair in 30 minutes, but I'm going to give you that hour and 15 because I like to cut, you know?
Yeah.
And that's kind of where my problem is. So a lot of times I'm saying no because I'm not going to give someone a smoky haircut because they're still going to go and be like, yo, JT cut my hair. Yeah. And I don't want to be judged on that because now it's like you're people can't wait to drop you off your little,
Oh,
you know, off
definitely.
your little platform, you know, and truly, I don't even feel I'm on one, you know. I don't try to play that best barber situation, but yeah, man, I'm cutting a little bit. I would say it's realistic to say that by the end of the year, I won't be cutting too much.
Yeah, because that's one thing that I've always been scared of. One, because I fucking deeply fucking love cutting hair.
Yeah,
Like me,
you
bro,
can tell.
I fucking love cutting hair. Like I started doing this as a young kid. You know, Cheapy fucking me and him, we started cutting hair. He taught me how to cut hair, and ever since then, I just took off on it. You know, myself, I love that shit. I can't imagine me not cutting hair
Yeah.
every day. You know, so when like on Sunday when you said, "Oh, I retired," I was like, "Damn, like that's tight," because that's one thing that I would love to do. I would love to say, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna stop cutting hair and I'm just gonna invest my time and money into
The business side.
into more things, taking more of a, you know, do the business a different way, like spend more time on the business rather than cutting. Because me, I'm like juggling both. I'm fucking taking care of 500 clients and the businesses.
Exactly.
And
mind-blowing
and
to
sometimes
me.
I'm like, yo, like literally, I'm doing 20 haircuts a day, and I get phone calls from the other shop like, yo, this happened. I need you to. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Shanice, go to the other shop. Dad, go to the other shop or something. You know, like I need to fucking find a way to just,
Yep.
you know, and
People
I
don't know
guess
what that takes
I
out
get
of you.
scared. I get scared of saying, you know what? Like I can't make that. I can't just drop cutting hair like
Yeah.
that. You know. And
Yeah.
how was that for you? How did you make that? Because you, I'm pretty sure you were at one point you were booked all
For
day
sure.
long. You know.
Yeah.
And then
I feel like when I really started to get booked, bro, it was at a time when I was working in a studio situation with my boy Javi.
I remember that,
And
yeah.
we were up in a three-story thing downtown, no sign, no nothing. So we really I personally had to really work Instagram and get people off the street and this and that. So at that time, I did so much extra stuff to get myself booked, right? At the time, that yes, I got super booked, right? But what ended up really happening was when fast forward to when I opened up my shop, right? My shop wasn't busy right at the start like most shops are. I'm sure you understand that, right?
Yeah.
And I just felt like it was fucked up to kind of take money out of the mouths of the barbers, you know? So I had this thing where I won't lie, my whole thing, I've only maybe done like 5 walk-ins, you know? And
that's exactly how I am, bro.
yeah, dude, and I kind of did it because I had to. It was one of those busy days where they're like, nah, please help, right?
Yeah.
But I always try to give them the money.
I think that's just the owner mentality.
100%.
I mean, if an owner's taking walk-ins rather than giving it to his barbers, bro, that's fucked up.
Exactly.
You
I
know,
agree. I personally agree.
I feel
but
like-
I don't know if you have, but I've been in situations where it's not like that.
Yeah.
The owner's a shark.
Yeah.
You know, and that's fine too. There's no problem with like someone needing to make that money as well.
Yeah.
But I just when you're sitting there and doing nothing and they're cutting all
When
day,
when they're like, hey, like I'm gonna open up, like come help me.
Yeah.
And then they're sharking you. It's like, what the fuck? Like,
I know, man. I know, Manny knows, bro. If a walk-in comes in, I fucking, hey,
First person, yeah.
who can get him? I never fuck no, bro. Like me, I'm totally the last fucking option. If obviously nobody can cut their hair, and actually, as a matter of fact, I do it because I want to give my barbers the first dibs on it. But
Paulo will usually be the one to take it because he's like, yeah, I'll cut your hair in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
yeah,
fucking-
right, fool. That's if nobody fucking, if everybody's booked, bro, I'll be like, you know what? I'll make my next client wait because I'll do it fast.
No, another thing, those 5 haircuts I did, bro, I did the fastest fades I've ever done, like in
Yeah.
the shop. You know, it was also just to kind of show them, like, you guys could just knock this
Exactly.
out. You know, like look at me.
Sometimes you got to do it for that reason, to show dude. There's barbers that are lazy. There's barbers
I
that
agree.
you know, and there's barbers that will say, hey, you know what? My client's coming in 15 minutes. I mean, come on,
And then-
dog. You can
and then-
do it in 15.
And then eight times out of 10, it's usually like a simple ass haircut.
Yeah.
Walk-ins usually don't care because it's simple.
yeah, I mean,
You
if they
know?
don't,
want no detail.
if
If
they
they
don't
want
take time
detail,
to-
And
they
their
want detail.
expectation can be
They'll
high.
have someone that knows how to do it, right?
and
But-
if they care about their haircut, they'll care about making a fucking appointment.
100%. That's what
Yeah.
I'm
You
saying.
know what I'm saying?
The expectation isn't as high when you're just walking in. You're just hoping you don't get smoked. You
Yeah.
know, like that's
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. You know.
Yeah, but I fucking truly understand, and I think all fucking barbershop owners should give their
100%.
barbers
The walk-ins.
the walk-ins because
yeah.
at the end of the
It's
day,
fair.
bro, if your barbers aren't cutting and you're the only one cutting, bro, walk-ins, bro, like
It's-
they're gonna leave your ass, bro. They're gonna go to another
That's
barbershop.
exactly what I was gonna say. Check it out, man. You can do that all day, but if you want to fill chairs and keep them full for long term business, and that's honestly how we know you make money. You make money in the long term, right? Take care of your barbers.
Yep.
It's not that hard, you know what I mean? Because
Yep.
long term, you're gonna want them to stay, man. You know.
Yeah, and shit, like myself, bro. I like to. I don't want to say I'm a fucking. My barbershop's fucking. I have cheap booth rent, but I don't. There's a lot of barbershops out there that are fucking charging an arm and a half just to have barbers, working at their shop.
Might be it.
But me, bro, I'm all about like, you know what? I'll make my money. We'll pay rent. We'll have some profit. But all of our barbers have been, for me, my longest barber is probably Manny. He's been with me for like 6 years. Mm-hmm. And then I got at the other shop, I got another barber that's been with me for like 5.5, 6 years.
2013.
Yeah, so all my barbers are with me longer than 2-3 years already. You know, they stick with me because I'm not charging them fucking $450, $400 a fucking week. You know, on booth rent. I charge them enough for me to get by, have my fucking, you know, make some profit because we're in the business to make money, bro. 100%. So, you know, I hear a lot of people saying like, oh, this fool's just hungry for money, trying to take advantage of people. But then again, it's like, why do you open up a business?
Yeah. Why do you do 20 haircuts a day? You need the money too, right?
Exactly. So I think sometimes you gotta like meet them halfway and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna shoot your clients. I'm gonna charge you this much, but stick with me. You know, I'm gonna take care of you. You know, so I
feel like in my experience, I had pretty much only 3 situations. Either booth rent was low, but you realize why it was low. Yeah. Right? Booth rent was regular, right? But it was slow, right? Or booth rent was high, but for some reason there was things that made that worth it, right? Yeah. Like I'm sure you, like the people that work at the malls and stuff like that, we all know how a lot of people have been through that circle. Yeah. You know how much booth rent is in there. You can understand it has a lot to do with the rent at the place like that, stuff like that. So sometimes you understand because you're also being spoon-fed money in theory, right?
Do you think that when booth rent is higher, like it makes you hungrier? Like, oh, I gotta pay for this, or it makes you like bring out the hustle in you, like, oh, I gotta pay for this.
I remember when I first started cutting hair, it was like a thing. Like, check us out. You know, most barbers work 6 days a week, right? You might take a day off, right? So if you're working 6 days a week, it's like, yo, you come and your first day, you pay booth rent with that day, right? You get it done early, and then you have 5 days of profit.
Yep.
Right. So whether it's up, down, or whatever, 5 full days of profit, right? So I always came up learning and thinking that like, yo, the booth rent should be fair compared unto what you can make in one day, right? In the shop. Or a lot of spots do it like 10 haircuts, whatever your price is, right? Let's say it's $250, right? I mean, let's say your haircuts are $25, right? 10 haircuts is $250 a week, right? Yeah. It was like that, but it would be worth it. What was coming through the door would be worth it, right? So at least in my situation, I think what I did was we started at 200. We were always 200, but what I started to do was, it was one of those things that it was $200 a week, but you know, they would complain about it being dirty, or you know, they would complain about
the barbershop,
you know, like they'd be like, yo, well, we don't have this, we don't have that, right? So it was like a thing where I would have a meeting, be like, look guys, I'm not gonna lie and tell you that I can afford to charge you the same price and give you all these things you want, right? So we kind of agreed, like, all right, we'll go up to $250, right? But with that, we're getting cleaning ladies. We're going to start providing neck strips and aftershave and Kiss Express and all these extra things, right? Where as a business owner, I'm sure you understand, Amazon, get it on the low, it ends up working out. You know what I mean? And we started doing that, and we realized that when we started doing that, barbers that would come in and interview or whatever, they would be tripped out. Like, what? Like, we don't have to buy neck strips. We don't have to buy aftershave. Something so simple, bro. Yeah. Like, how much of that do you use a week? Yeah. $5 worth? Yeah. You know, $10? And on our end, you know, to me, it's like obvious, bro, you know? So we started doing that. And over time, we just added things, you know? Like, we started being like, all right, we'll give you guys Kiss. All right, we'll, you know, get this and get that. And then I got to a point where I was like, all right, well, check us out. Would you guys pay more here? Because it got busy after a while, you know? Would you pay more if we invested more into the actual aesthetics of the building? And that was kind of a situation too, where they were okay with that. Yeah, man, if you put all these other things in here, it would be worth it for us to pay this much. And for us, that was our story. I like to keep it open, man. My barbershops are pretty much $300 a week. Right? Yeah. But the main thing that people tell us when they come to us is that they're like, they know that the advertising at least matches.
Yeah,
right?
for
so
sure.
The idea is, if you're at the shop, I'm not gonna say you're gonna get a certain amount. It's not clout what I want to say, but you're gonna definitely see like views, literal. You know, people will at least see you. You know, we got a decent following. If you tag Cutthroat and you work for us, you get reposted, right? People see that, whatever. That with everything that we're doing in other industries, I think, you know, makes them feel like it's worth it. I hopefully feel, and I think that's why I have my both barbershops full. because that's what we do, you know. But I think that there's like multiple ways to do it. You know, sometimes you got to be realistic, like with your booth rent. I think that's where we started, right? So it's like fair booth rents are fair. You know what I mean? You take more money home. In our situations, we like to do a little more glitter. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. So, you know, you don't have to sugarcoat it. A little more glitter. You know, to some people that is worth it. You know what I mean? And that's at least where I'm coming from with that.
Yeah, man. I mean,
that totally makes sense.
Yeah. Think about it. I'm sure you guys go to nice places, you know, sometimes too, and you realize, man, the green shit on the wall, the little wood over here, you know, like, oh shit, the floorboards are done a little bit different.
Yeah.
You notice those things, and then you pay $50 for a steak, walk out, and
it don't hurt you
at all.
Yeah.
Right? I felt like, okay, what if someone walked into a shop and was surprised, like, whoa, this is a little cooler than I expected.
Yeah.
Right? And then they look at the thing that says a haircut with a beard is $45, and they're like, yup. And truly, man, we're in City Heights, right? So next door to us is the hipster neighborhood, North Park, right?
Yeah.
And if you go to a barbershop around there, like the ones that used to be out there, like Mr. Brown's and shit like that, those people spent like $300,000 on this place. You know, it looks amazing, but I dare you to get a haircut. You know, no offense. If anyone from there is watching, I dare you to get a haircut.
I had a couple old coworkers that worked there.
You feel me? And,
yeah.
You know, and sometimes the skills of the people there also, you know, dude, it's
you're definitely paying for like the environment. You know, they had like no waiting room, but if you're up next, you could play pool. Exactly. You can have a drink. Like it's all, you know, classy. You know, you're paying for the environment,
for the atmosphere.
Cut. You know. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna say but you know.
Look, man, there's some people that go to Supercuts and still pay $40 for a haircut.
That shit surprises me, bro. How can like, I don't know.
And the thing with Supercuts, like people always say like, oh, they fucked me up, but Supercuts, their workers are trained to do a haircut in 15-20 minutes.
Yes, and they can only use the same tools.
Yeah.
So that's why they equally smoke you.
Yeah.
It's like they can only use like 76s and stuff like that. Seriously.
Yeah. If they go over a certain time, they get written up.
I've done my research in case anyone wants to check. I've done my research.
No, that is true. I had a homegirl that worked with them, and I would ask her like, is it true? Yeah. Well, what do you use? And she would tell me that I can only use peanuts, 76ers, and I have to use my haircuts have to be 15 minutes. If I take any longer, I think the most they can take is 20 minutes, and that's with the beard and a hot towel or some shit like that.
Exactly.
But it's like, dude, no way. How the fuck do these guys keep coming back, man? Like, but I don't know. Maybe
it's like the McDonald's things, bro. Check this out. You go to a small business, right? Let's say your friend takes you to a hole in the wall. He says it's fire, but that time you get food poisoning.
Yeah.
Ever going back.
No,
right?
yeah, for sure.
But you go to McDonald's a million times and they have smoked you like 1 out of 3 times.
Yeah.
Probably, and you still go back. It's because it's familiar, you know? So that's the thing where some people know what's up. Some people will jump around the barbers and get the best shit, right? But some people are just cool. It's like the people that drink Newcastle. They don't know that shit sucks. You know what I mean? Yeah. But they like it.
I like Newcastle.
Yeah.
Hey, it's true though. I mean, Newcastle's so out there like that
people are just too like the familiar, you know, being familiar with it.
Yeah. Sometimes people are okay with getting smoked by certain fucking brands, you know, just because it's a brand that's known.
Yeah.
You know, they're okay. Like, go ahead and fuck me up today. I ain't tripping. I got a cut from this place.
Exactly.
Which is another thing that, you know, in barber school, you know, or not at barber school necessarily, but, you know, early stages. I don't remember who told me, but they're like, go ahead and fuck up the haircut. Yeah. But if you're cool and they like you, they'll come back to you. And I'm just like, all right, like, I'm just going to be cool and like try to make them laugh and like, you know, try to vibe a little bit more. And they'll, no matter how fucked up it is, if they like you, they're going to come back, you know? So maybe it's the same thing with, you know, barbershops like that. Like,
I think so.
If you're like, cool, like, hey, what's up, bro? Like, here's a beer, here's this kind of kissing ass. Like, oh, they're cool. Like, they're going to kiss my ass. Like, I'm going to go over there and like, you know.
Some people really do come back because of you.
The person. 100%.
You know, really, for real. Like, I have people that just, fuck, dude. I mean, I don't want to say, I don't think I've ever done a fucked up haircut, but
say it.
It's a simple haircut,
dude. You treat a person right. Even sometimes we have to fake it, bro. Like, we have to act a different way just to be cool with them, and just because of that, people come back to you and they like you. They get hyped off of that.
I got a question for you because, like, you do things I don't. You know, there's reasons I respect you. What I'm saying, you're telling me you do 20 haircuts a day.
Yeah.
For me, that sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? What I'm saying is, how do you like keep up or do you have your days too? Is more what I'm asking. Like, I have an issue, bro, where I tend to not be able to hide how I feel.
Oh my
right?
God.
So like they'll, someone will come in, bro, and I feel like they're coming in expecting the happy me.
The
right?
same person that was there last week.
Yeah, and sometimes that's not the truth. You have, whatever, something happened with your lady or your business or whatever it is, but I don't always want to talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What I'm asking is for somebody that does that 20 times a day. How do you manage the days you don't feel like it?
Fuck, bro. There's been times where I just straight up just say, you know what, fuck this, I'm not coming to work. And my wife is here to tell you, like,
Yo.
if shit's fucking going on at home
My
where
wife
I
will
don't feel
tell you.
comfortable, bro, I'm like, you know what, I'm canceling my appointments today. I don't want to go in. I'm fucking done. And then they'll be like, my girl will be like, how the fuck are you going to cancel your appointments? Why don't you go in? I'm like, how the fuck do you expect me to do a fucking haircut if I feel shitty? Like, I can't.
No, I'm a baby, dude.
I can't, bro. If I don't have, if I'm having,
I'm right there with you.
if I'm having-
everybody that is here, they know.
If I'm having problems, bro, if I'm having problems at home, I'm not gonna go to work and fucking do a haircut in a fucking in a bad mood, homie.
yeah.
I'm not, because it's not gonna be the same.
It's not the
Yeah,
quality.
your haircuts definitely
You know?
come out the way that you feel.
Exactly.
You
I
know?
tell-
So if you're like,
I tell my clients that.
like if you're having a bad day, you're just gonna like half-ass it. You know, like
Sometimes someone we'll be hanging out. Let's say even a friend, and he's like, "Hey, what's up? You want to cut me?" And I'll be like, "Look, dude, I really just don't feel like it. It doesn't mean it's not easy. Like sometimes, yeah, it's something I can just do, right? But like, look, bro, I'm not gonna give you what I want to give you, and you're the homie, so I don't feel comfortable doing that to you.
Yeah.
You know? I move it to the side sometimes.
Yeah, and sometimes you just gotta suck it up too, dog. You just gotta suck it
feel
up
you.
and
Hell
say,
yeah.
you know what? Like me, for in my opinion, sometimes I have fucking 20 haircuts lined up, and I don't feel good, and I'm like, you know what? I fucking feel terrible today. I'm having a fucking bad day. I just go. I do my job. I cut hair. I'm quiet. My clients probably notice it, and they just don't even say nothing back to me. I feel like my energy just feeds onto them, and then they're like, oh, this fool's not talkative like last week. So
let
you
me
know
just
what?
shut
Let
up
me
and
just shut
watch
the
the
fuck
TV.
up. I'll watch TV. I'll get my haircut, and I think it'll just go smooth. I can do it that way. So for me is if I'm having a bad day and I need to cut hair, I'll come in, do my haircuts, but I'll really fucking like stay quiet. I'll keep to myself. And my clients, I feel like they pick it up. Unless it's a fucking brand new client, they don't know me, then they'll probably be like, this was a fucking straight
he's a
asshole,
dick, yeah.
whatever. And I don't give a fuck. If you caught me on a bad day, sorry. You want to come back and give me another try, do so. If not, go on. There's a lot of fucking people out there that can cut your hair.
Very well too.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not always gonna be right, bro. And actually, this will lead to the next question for you is, how is it that you can? There's a lot of hate out there, bro. There's Yelp reviews, there's Google reviews, there's fucking Facebook reviews.
Please, anybody that's watching, read Cutthroat Social Club's reviews. They're fucking amazing. I promise you.
Yeah. I know every now and then you'll get fucking
Dude, sometimes I get hurt, man.
haters.
Sometimes I'll type something out I don't post. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, dog? Like Ace of Fade's Barbershop out of Chula Vista, we have the most reviews and the highest rate.
Okay, I believe
We
you.
have 136 reviews, I believe, on Yelp, and we have a 4.7 out of 5 stars on Yelp. But we do get every now and then, I believe,
Someone that doesn't
out of
understand you.
130 something reviews, or actually it's been more because I would have like 140 something, but sometimes I report these motherfuckers,
Yeah, hell
and they'll
yeah.
remove them, dog, because it's like, okay, fool, that's too much, homie, you know. And I believe I have 140 something in total, but like 10 bad reviews, and then the rest, 130 something, are fucking good reviews.
Yeah.
But
Like talk about the one that like they left you a bad Yelp review, but it was like the Ace of Fades in like San Francisco or something like
Oh,
that.
that's
yeah,
crazy.
I've gotten that before.
I got a good one, too.
One of the worst ones that really fucking got me pissed off. Actually, I have two. One of them was one time we were watching. What was that movie called, Manny? The movie we were talking about, where the bestiality one. Shape of Water.
Shape of
Water. We're fucking having a conversation as a barbershop clients and barbers, and we're over here talking about fucking the movie. The movie is about a fucking sea creature that's having sex with a human.
Yeah, I can already see.
Right? We're fucking talking about it, blah, blah, and a fucking person walks in, and I believe that motherfucker was a guy, bro. A guy. So to me, for a guy to get fucking sensitive like that and say, oh my God, these guys are talking about some fucking bestiality. Come on, bro. You're a fucking whack, homie.
Yeah.
But we're over here talking about...
It wasn't 2 girls, 1 cup day.
Right?
You know?
Right? Bro, so we're talking about the whole sex scene and shit. Like, oh, fuck, did you watch it? Yeah, boom, boom. We're all talking, blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop and shit. And then the guy walks in. We're talking about this shit. And this fool really goes on Yelp and says, oh, don't go here. These guys are talking about bestiality at the barbershop with no fucks given. And I'm like, what the he's talking, the guy writes it on the fucking comment like, oh dude, like these guys are talking about a fucking creature for having sex with a human. And I'm like, I write back to him, I'm like, look man, you walked in at the right time with the wrong mindset, dog. Like, we're talking about a fucking movie.
Be open-minded, man. It's 2021.
Come on, dog. We're talking about a fucking movie. And I wrote it to him, and I was like, look, man, you don't have to come back no more. But for everybody reading this shit, we were talking about this fucking movie. Just so everything's clear. Another time, bro, one of my barbers, dog, just happens to have a fucking... this guy, he's actually a great barber, bro. But this fool just happened to do a fucking design on a kid, bro, that looked like a straight dick.
Oh, dude, this has happened. I've seen this. Yo, this just happened. Not that.
Shout out to that barber,
bro.
Dick cuts.
And I'm not even gonna lie, bro. It's my fucking brother-in-law, bro.
Dude,
like,
it happens.
My brother-in-law just fucking does a design that really does look like a dick. I'm looking at the picture and I'm like, oh my god, bro.
That shit had balls and the head.
A head and everything. Yes,
exactly.
Bro, it was like this and then like this, bro. It goes straight and then down and then
at the tip it had like some fucking.
Bro, this was fucking. I was like, no way. I was like, bro, I couldn't. I told the lady, I was like, look, I'm not even gonna argue with you because this shit looks like a penis.
I don't see it. I don't know.
But this guy did not mean to put a penis on your bro. It was the
kid.
It was a kid's fucking, and it was for his fucking school pictures, bro. Damn. My guy, bro, he came out in his yearbook with this fucking penis on his head, bro.
Just put some gel in it.
And I was like,
dickhead.
And I was like, bro, that's fucked up. I told her, look, I'm sorry, bro. Like this is.
Oh man.
It wasn't.
Damn,
she really
I almost
thought,
feel better about my Yelp reviews now, to be honest.
She really, bro.
It's like super bad. It's like just big veiny triumphant dicks.
Yeah, bro.
Exactly like that.
And I'm over here like, bro, this is not on purpose. It was just a fucking like this guy just saw something.
Like I'm gonna put this line here. Like I like where this is going. Like you know, I've seen this before.
Hey, this fool said this is hard, homie.
This shit is hard.
This shit is hard. Nah, but you know, like he did that shit.
It's like the meme. It's like, hey, what do you want, fam? Just something hard. You know?
Yeah,
Say
bro.
no more.
Say no more. But you know, like that's the type of shit so that's the type of shit that I'm talking about. How do you deal with that, bro? Like I don't know if you get a lot of hatred on fucking Yelp or anything like that, but
man, I feel like we get a little hatred everywhere a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
How do you deal with it?
I try to first just like
shoot him.
Yeah, dude. All right, look, I'm gonna give you the political one. Man, I try to put myself in their shoes. You know, I try to do things like that, and then toss that shit to the side. And I say, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like I earned what I got. You know, whatever.
We can't make everybody happy, bro.
Exactly, dude. Like that, I deal with that all the time, man. You can't make everybody happy, and fuck, dude. I don't know how I really deal with it. I'm gonna be honest. I smoke weed, and then I try to just like, you know, when you're coming from when you're like. I'm too blessed to be stressed, you know. I like to be like say that, man. At the start, it used to really get to me. You know what I mean? You know how it is, dude. Sometimes you win shit and people don't think you deserved it or blah 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 blah, and that'll get to you. Or same thing, you hear something about your shop and all this kind of stuff. Like even in the Yelp reviews, man, I hate seeing it. Like I'd like to get my phone and read one verbatim, but it's pretty much something along the lines of like, oh. I came in with my kid. It's always somebody that comes in with the kid, right? I came in with my kid, and they're talking about, you know, girls, and one of the barbers smelled like weed, and the music this, and one of them was drinking, and that did happen to all be going on at the same time, you know. So I'll give her that. But at the end, it literally says like it's like ... I wouldn't recommend this at all.
But the haircut was great.
Yes. Exactly. You know, and that is what to me kind of weighs it out for me. You know, it's like, you know what? I can't make everybody, you know, happy. Yeah. Shit, for a long time, that's why I kind of changed my signs too. Like, it's our logo now. If you read it, if you understand it. But before it literally said Cutthroat Social Club, big as fuck on the front. And I would realize how some ladies would look at it or some people would, you know, like, you know, interpret it, I guess. And I just realized, like, yo, at the end of the day, man, you're either going to like us or you don't, man. You know, if not, like you said, you have options right down the street. You know, and I don't know, man. I can't say I do real good at it. I would just say that I'm good at keeping it inside. You know what I mean? You
know, the thing is, you know, you have to, you know, like you said, you're always gonna have haters, but the people that love you, those are the people that you need to work for.
Or they say, obviously, you know, if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right, or something like that. I try to take those mantras in. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we're all human, right? So
Definitely.
sometimes it hurts, you know. Sometimes you're like, fuck, and then sometimes maybe people don't understand the like, fuck, I'm trying to do this for all of us, right? And some people don't really see it like that, you know. Like, hey, man, if one of us from San Diego can get super known, right, kind of opens the door for a lot of the rest of us to get in there. You know what I mean? And you know, it's almost like I feel like this industry, or at least just in our city, maybe, or you know how everyone says San Diego's the city that loves the hate or something like that.
Yeah.
But I guess I would like to ask the crowd, you know, or ask people out there, why is there such a crabs in the bucket mentality when it comes to doing something successfully? You know?
Yeah, I feel like it's been getting a lot better lately.
I do
you know?
I do agree.
I feel like everyone's like
I
working
think,
together, like hustling together, trying to come up.
I think it has to do with everybody finally realizing they got to try new things. You know, like you doing this podcast, bro. Like I watched a few of them doing it, and I was just like, yo, that's a dope idea. You're a barbershop and you're doing something completely different, right? Now, whoever, let's say, I'm not even aware, but every single viewer that's watching this, bro, now knows that you cut hair, knows you're passionate about cutting hair. I'm sure they know that you got a tattoo situation and you got a whole nother barbershop over there. Whether 400 people see that, bro, that's 400 more eyes that can turn into 10 more people. That all affects everybody, yo. And, you know, everything you do advertising wise is going to lead to those same things, you know. So
definitely. So now going from that, where did you learn how to talking about advertisement and shit? Where did all this motivation and advertising, the way you advertise your shop and brand and all that, where did that come from? Where did you learn that?
If I could be completely honest, man, I'm kind of a nerd, dude. You know, like I'm truly an introvert, dude. I read. You know, you know, these days, you know, everybody reads and stuff, but like I read, man. You know, like I read a lot, and I like to read into everything. Like my wife will tell you, bro. When I get home from work, you know, I get home at 10 o'clock or whatever. We're watching what I want to watch, bro. And sometimes I'm watching the way fucking penguins fucking go from Latin America to North America. Sometimes I'm watching how to fucking make cocaine on YouTube. I'm watching every single thing because my brain's a little bit of a sponge.
Yeah.
And to lead to that, bro, I read a lot of books, man. And truly, man, for a lot of us that listen to Nipsey, bro, there's a whole Nipsey's reading list that like you should read and not post. You feel me?
Yeah, I follow that all the way, dude.
You should read it. Like, don't post it. You know, read it, and a lot of that comes from there, bro. There's a book by Jonah Berger, and there's just stuff in there that is really gems, bro. You know, and I guess that's what I like to say. One, man, I've always been into branding in the way of, because I was doing T-shirts that naturally goes with graphic design. Right, a lot of my personal friends are graphic designers. They're like you, bro. They're graffiti writers. They're tattooers. They're stuff like that. So it kind of makes it where you're this much closer to very creative things. Right?
Yeah.
And then you grab those and you move those into another, you know, spectrum. You print them and you do stuff like that. Fuck, I'm sorry, guys. I'm high too. What was your question?
Where does all this motivation come from
the branding? So a lot of it comes from straight up reading. I would tell people to look into guerrilla marketing. A lot of stuff that really caught on, bro. It comes from things when people did something different.
What's that?
Guerrilla marketing.
What
so the easiest way to put it, it's kind of the idea. You can say it's graffiti, right? It's street art. It's putting your stuff in situations people wouldn't necessarily see. At the smallest thing, it could be a sticker, right? At its biggest, it could be a billboard, right? When have you seen a barbershop with a billboard, right? At least for us, people don't know. When we first started, we did like weird things, man. We did little wheat paste posts on the side of the freeway, just had a K. You know, we did things ominously for a long time. I don't know if you realized when we first swapped to our K logo, it was like out of nowhere. It wasn't cutthroat. We weren't saying it. We were nothing. It was just this K. You know, and you would see it a lot, and that actually comes from shit I'll talk in my class, but this comes from direct branding of logos. If you look at some of the biggest logos in the world, the reason you remember them are because of symmetry, balance, the colors, you know, and stuff like that. And I just I feel like to me, this is all nerd stuff. It all comes from that same thing. I went to fashion school, so I know about color theory and the way I know purple makes people feel like A, royalty, or B, this, you know what I'm saying? And I just put those things into thought at a time where what I didn't have, bro, like this is what people don't always like understand. I didn't have money, right? Like I didn't have the money to just fucking do some really cool shit. So I just used the resources that were close, which was for me was my homie that was a designer. one thing I'm very proud of that people might not know, I work with a lot of designers and stuff like that, but at least 95% of every single thing that Cutthroat does, that's why I like to put creative director in my shit. I literally do. Like, I tell my designer, I want this exact same thing going on. I want it to feel like this. I tell my videographer guy to use this song. I kind of do this a little bit to everything because I feel like I have a vision that hasn't fully come into fruition. So if I let anybody kind of like, you know, make it lean any other way, then I feel like at the end someone might not feel the way that I want it to feel, right? So that's kind of the answer where, yeah, truly, bro, just knowing about those things, bro. Symmetry, balance, color theory. And it's kind of something, and then it all leads to actually psychology. So if you read stuff into psychology and how the brain works, you know what I mean? People are just attracted to simple ass things like that, you know? It just makes you feel a certain way.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is for me.
I actually just discovered that the simplest things will blow up faster, bro, because I've been fucking around a lot with TikTok, bro. Yep. And a lot of people a lot of grown-ups will make fun of you for fucking with TikTok, but TikTok is a fucking great way to fucking get out there, bro. Me and Chibi been doing TikToks for like the past 2 months, bro, and this fool just finally reached this 1 million views on a video, and it was the most simplest fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
I'm at 500,000 on some views, and then I got fucking hundreds and thousands of views on other videos and shit. But the simpler the video, the more views you're gonna get. The more you plan it out, and the more you do, the less views you will receive. And I don't know if that's just fucking a coincidence or whatever, but I truly believe in that, bro. Sometimes just
something simple.
Simplicity,
I think it's because like you try so hard. You're like, I want this to be perfect. So you're more disappointed in the outcome because you expected so much from it. Yeah. Whereas a video where it's like, yeah, it's whatever, you get or maybe this much exposure, and it's like, what the hell? Like, or maybe it's just, you weren't expecting it, so it's just that much bigger.
Yeah, or maybe it was just organic to say, you know what, I'm gonna cut this fucking burrito this way instead of this way, and it's gonna fucking blow up. Exactly. Fucking watch, fool. Boom. Oh fuck, it just blows
sometimes
up. Sometimes
it's luck, dude. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just luck, man. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's just fucking insane how that shit works, bro. And I fucking truly believe in all that, bro. Like, you know, sometimes you gotta learn how things work. You know.
Exactly.
You gotta just remember to mold yourself into the newer things, you know, and to things that are in now to fucking not fit in, but
that just
to fit in.
You know, like the video where Cheapy, you know, the video that he went viral on was instead of cutting a burrito this way, you cut it long ways, right?
It's almost like, what is it, like SMR? It just feels weird. You just want to see it.
Yeah. It was like
you cut it hot dog?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, guys?
It's a burrito. He cut a hot dog.
What kind of burrito is it? Breakfast. That's right.
Hey, but what is that called? Like, it's not therapy, but it's like
it's a fuck. It's like watching people.
Like ASO. Yeah, what is it?
It's aggravating. No,
but there's another word for it. Like it's
like to get triggered.
Satisfying. It's like satisfying.
Okay, it's like there you go. It's like a. So
these guys got triggered, man.
Yeah, but it is satisfying.
You don't cut a burrito like that.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like the opposite of satisfying, but it
just annoys you.
Annoying,
like,
but you're watching it.
Yeah,
there's no such thing as bad advertisement.
Exactly,
it's like
100%. And sometimes what you said, the simplicity is super important, man. I sometimes like to like when I'm doing brand stuff and the clothing, right? Like I told you before, I'll come up with this idea that's I think is amazing, right? And like we sell nothing, you know, like I ain't gonna lie. And then we just put our logo on shorts, and we've sold like 1,000 of them.
Yeah,
you get what I mean? It's like sometimes the idea that like, look, man,
expectation versus reality.
Yeah, you know, and even something as simple as like, look, man, every single person that starts their clothing line or wants to start a brand, what do they do first?
They want to do something fucking.
Of course, or what I was trying to get to though, they do a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Right. So there's 1 million people you can get T-shirts from, right? So the idea is, how many people do you know that are making shorts, right? It started as something that simple, but it's literally simple. But it's like the pool is a little bit bigger, you know? Like lately we've been working on trying to brand our stuff into things that you don't see, right? I walked into the barber supply and I was like, yo, there's this many pomades, there's this many aftershaves, right? Bro, how many different neck strips can we get? You know what I mean? It's like one. Like maybe 2, the sticky ones and the not sticky ones, right? I was like, yo, what if those things, had K logos all over them or whatever? If the price point is exactly the same, someone is going to be like, yo, these are purple. You know what I mean? And buy something like that. Sometimes like the masses will make you a lot more than a niche,
Yeah.
And I mean, I learn these lessons all the time, bro. I just made this hat that I love. A lot of people understood it. A few people bought it, but my normal hat with just a K on it, bro, sells way more than that, And I'm just like, look at me. I want you to think I'm a visionary. And you're like, nah, let me get the regular hat over there, Sometimes it's just not that important. It's like,
I remember you doing that one hat where it was numbered and you sold it for $100.
we did that, bro. Another thing, shout out
That
to
shit was
Nipsey.
fucking tight.
Yeah, that was
yeah. I'm pretty sure you got it from the victory lap.
Yes. So another thing that goes that. So that's from Nipsey.
That's what I could see
that.
that.
Was that the purple one?
No, it was white. It was white with
the
your
K.
name in gold. Yeah.
Okay.
It had the K, and then you could put your name, and then it had a number inside of it, right?
Exactly. It had a special tag and all that.
Yeah.
But that directly came from Nipsey, which that came from the book I'm telling you, Jonah Berger, written by Jonah Berger. It's just it comes from, I think I want to say in Philadelphia or maybe New York. There was a place that had they had like $100. It was like $100 steak. Right, and they had all the regular steaks, but they're like, "Yo, if we make $100 steak, it's still a percentage thing. Even if one person buys it, whatever, the amount of money more than you make compared to a regular steak, it's worth it, And that's where Nipsey got his idea for selling the album for $100, right? But he sold, I want to say 1,000 albums, $100. He made 10K, right? And then later he sold it for 1,000, sold 100, and I want to say he made 100K or whatever it was. So for me, I was just like, look, man, I'm gonna try. I know I have a decent movement, and some people will support me because if you put a hat out for $100, I'm telling you now, I would buy it, right? And I'm not buying it because I think that hat is worth $100. I'm buying it because I think exactly you're directly supporting, and sometimes you realize that some people believe in you, and sometimes it's straight up strangers, bro. It'll be like your primo or your tío, and they fucking super believe in you, right? But even some people in your shop or your close friends, they're not gonna spend $100 with you because they live with you every day, whatever. But you kind of realize that you got this whole other section of people that fuck with you. Somebody in Kentucky paid $100 for my hat. I'm like, I didn't even know who he was, right? But long story short, I wanted to sell 100 hats and $100 to make 10K. Right? I hope my math isn't wrong there.
You sold out fast.
I won't lie. I didn't sell the full 100.
No?
I sold maybe 70, right? But if you even do the math, I was like, yo, I made 7K in theory off of one hat drop. Normally, I will make $500 off of a bunch of hats. Right, and it just kind of taught me something, and it's just
and you think that's more of the marketing, like, oh, there's only 100 of them.
Exactly, and then those guys that have that hat, they wear it differently,
Yeah.
Like I always have this thing where, like, look, bro, I can give you a cutthroat shirt right now, right? And you're a real one, so you're gonna rock it, bro, and all that, right? But you're not gonna rock it in the same way where if you went to Gucci and spent $500, right? And then you wear that out, and it's almost like, yo, check out this. Like, it's not like you're saying it, but you're saying it with how you feel.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, yo, or someone asks you about that, I was like, oh, yeah, this is that Gucci, right? Or whatever. I realized that when something costs more, you appreciate it more, And for me, that was the only lesson learned.
Sense.
After that, bro, I don't sell hats for $100 no more, right? But my hats went from $30 to $100. So then I picked an average of $60, and now I sell all my hats around $50 to $60. And I just learned a lesson, of what I can do,
Yeah.
100%. That makes sense.
Hey, real quick, I have a question for you. I just remembered it right now. Whose car was that in the front of the shop? The yellow one. Is that yours?
No, dude. To clear that up, that is not my car. I hope I can somehow get this car. It is my partner Flacco's, like one of his best friends, Eddie. This dude has 2 of them. So
That's an Acura
NSX.
NSX,
yeah,
right?
It's a 2005 stick. It's Type R yellow.
Bro.
Yeah, dude, that thing's a car, bro.
That shit's fucking insane,
yes,
homie.
Bro, I know. It was just tight, man. Like, I'm not really like that. Like, it's the funny thing. I always tell a story. I don't even have a car, bro. Like, straight up. I obviously have access to cars, and people around me have cars. I just don't literally have a car. But we just thought it would be a cool thing to do, and more than that, have people feel like that's what it really is like,
Yeah.
And I wanted someone to maybe be like, yo, is that really your car? Nah. In theory, I rented that thing, but it felt good as fuck that day driving that car.
Bro, that shit was fucking hard, homie.
And if anything, it kind of made me feel like, yo, maybe I can see myself in some kind of supercar one day, which just makes me feel like hopefully I can work hard enough to maybe get one, or something like that. But Yeah, dude, it was not, but that car's amazing. Shout out to Eddie, dude. Flacco, too, for making that happen. We were supposed to bring both. He has one, a red one and a yellow one.
Yeah.
This guy's a crazy dude. I don't know what he's doing, man, but he's got two of those things. Those shits are tight.
I was tripping out when I seen it. I was like, yo, I know that car because a whole bunch of people have told me about it.
Yeah,
I just
it's a very rare car.
Yeah, it's super rare car, and the fucking
it's like up there with having like a Skyline or something.
It's
here,
super. It was super well taken care of.
Yeah, no,
and I was like,
condition is
God
crazy.
damn, dude, that fucking car. I was just amazed by it, bro, because I had never seen. I've seen that car a couple times, but
nah, it's not something you're gonna just see. On the street,
you don't just see.
You'll
that
see
on the
like
street.
a bunch of Rolls Royces more than you'll see something like that.
Yeah. That was tight, bro, and
I felt like an anime character. I kept telling people. I was
yeah,
like,
for sure, all the way. I just recently watched that Initial D movie. I don't know if you've seen it.
Honestly, I'm not even an anime kind of guy, dude. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of my barbers make fun of me because they're into it and shit, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, if you have a chance, bro, and you like cars, watch that. But watch the movie. It's an actual
What was it called?
Initial D.
Initial D.
And it's about fucking cars. It's whole like what is it, Japanese?
Yeah.
But it's
like
actual.
cartoon
It's
or
actual.
it's
No,
like-
no, 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 no. It's actual humans.
Oh, okay, that's
But it's
an arcade game that
yeah. But there's an actual anime on it too. It's on Hulu. But that Initial D is on Netflix. It's a dope ass movie to watch.
Yeah.
I got two more questions for you real quick.
Go ahead.
How did the fucking pandemic affect you, bro?
Fuck. At first it affected. Fuck. I hope State Board isn't watching and shit. But truly, man, look, man, I had way too many barbers. I could not afford, and they could not afford to be out that long. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 1,000 with you. At that time, this other Chula Vista shop didn't exist. We just had the City Heights shop, and I have 16 barbers, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And at the time, that's actually why we opened this other shop. We had 16 chairs, and we had about 20 guys working there. You know, me, Flacco, Supreme, Brett. We were all sharing a couple stations while everyone else kind of had their station. So what I'm getting to is when the pandemic hit, some people chose to stay home. Some people chose to get EDD, you know, do all that kind of stuff. But a lot of people really just wanted to continue to work. So I pushed it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We did not close. At the end, we got the county on us pretty bad, and the cops were coming in and all that. There was a point we finally had to close. It was like close right now, like while we're here, you know. But I let that rock for maybe a week or, you know, something, and I opened up again. And truly, bro, I just didn't close. And I feel like that helped me, bro. While a lot of people were not making money, I could at least pay my bills. You know, I wouldn't be as behind as a lot of people probably were. Like my landlord wasn't going to give me no break. You know, I still owed that same amount of rent. The way I looked at it, bro, I needed the money, you know. So we stayed open. I'm going to truly say, and if we're talking in percentages, it didn't affect me that much, maybe only 80, 75%. That it like, you know, it was, what I mean is, I kept up about 75%. It only affected me maybe like 25%.
Yeah.
But that's at least for us, bro. But shit, I really hope they don't close us down again.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna close down again.
Yeah. I got shut down once and that's it, but at my other shop, not this one.
Yeah.
But
it's not a good feeling, bro. Like,
fuck
you know,
no.
fuck. And you know, we
Yeah.
don't got insurance. A lot of us, like,
especially when the fucking city comes in and they fucking tell you
That they could take your license.
with the worst face ever. They're like, you know what? I don't want to do this, but I have to do it.
Yo, shout out to the county workers, man. I'll be honest, all the ones I talked to and the ones that
They're
came
nice,
in,
bro.
Even the cops, they're like, yo, we don't want to be doing this.
Exactly.
You know, we understand. And that's why, you know, I understand too. Like when they really told us we had to, we did it. And then things got lenient again and we opened up and they opened up again, right?
Same thing happened to me, bro. And
Yeah, sheriffs came here too. They're like, hey, like they pulled up and we're all scared. Like,
they straight
what
up
the
told
fuck?
us, like,
yeah, like we don't want to be doing
we're not
this.
going to close you guys down.
Yeah.
They told us, do you keep doing what you're doing.
Wear
We're not
your
shutting you
mask
down.
and stuff, yeah.
And
They're like, how much for a fade though?
Yeah.
You know, like, hey,
yeah.
come after your shift. We got you.
yeah.
You know?
And then go ahead.
No, go ahead.
But Chula Vista, man, they don't.
Yeah,
It's a little different,
That's
huh?
that's a
fuck
little.
it. Oh, well, you're new to Chula Vista,
No.
bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just telling you right now, good luck, man. Those motherfuckers are fucking strict.
Yeah.
Those fools are really on your ass. And last question before we get done is, what advice can you give someone that is looking to start their business, try to do what you're doing, try to just be themselves and brand, fucking grow, start, whatever it is, just someone that's not doing nothing, that's scared to do it, someone that's not
What
doing
are the
nothing, that
first
wants to
5
fucking-
steps
What
to
would
someone
you-
that's trying to start, you know, working for themselves or
Yep.
trying to be their
would-
own.
The first 5 steps, is it?
Yeah.
or whatever, you know,
No, I like
top
that.
the
I like
top
it.
steps that you think, you know, the important fundamentals that come with being an
And you guys,
entrepreneur.
and you guys better
Can I
listen.
counter?
You guys better listen, because this is coming from a successful individual. This is not just anybody. You guys got to remember, the people that we have here that we bring them in because we think that it will help you. You guys watching, everybody in here, all of us, me, Manny, anybody in here, it'll make us grow. We'll learn something from them. Pay attention, because this shit is real shit. It's organic, This comes from the heart. So yeah, man, tell us what you will.
I'd like to kind of wrap it all around one main thing, and it's you got to sacrifice, man. I feel like a lot of people are scared to do that. They're scared of their image to be looked at differently. They want to be looked at like they can afford to buy the shoes and pop the bottle and do all that kind of stuff, man. Truly, man, I tell people all the time, because I love how fake Instagram is, man. People post all the time, like literal quotes like, oh, stay quiet and get ugly on them and pop up fucking this and that. But how many of them popped up?
Bro, the ones that are
Not the ones posting it.
Yeah, exactly, bro. The ones posting shit like that, bro, are the least motherfuckers to show anything,
Exactly, and I think that's what I'm getting, like sacrifice, man. So I truly sacrifice. Like I'm telling you, man. I live in a house that my mom owns. Of course, I pay rent, all that kind of stuff, right? But I'm saving money there, I haven't bought a nice car yet. I'm saving money there. I don't dress very fancy. You know what I'm saying? I'm saving money there. If I go out, bro, you guys seen I don't really drink. You know what I mean? I'll have a good time with you. I'm not really dropping money. The truth is I'm kind of a frugal guy, right? But that allows my personal life, Jesse's personal life, is very simple. I go home to my dogs. I go home to my daughter. Go home to my girl. Like I'm saying, I got a small house. I got one TV that I don't allow cable on. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep my house a certain way. I like to read. I like to do these things. And what I'm getting to is, yeah, man, that sacrifice really pays off, because it allows you, every time you don't buy a pair of shoes, that's $250 you have extra. Every time that you don't do these things, it saves up money. And the thing is, everyone knows this, right? Everyone knows if you sacrifice, you will have more. But people know that, and they don't really do it. You know what I'm saying?
How about instead of sacrifice, we say invest?
Definitely.
Because it's not really a sacrifice because you're not missing anything.
Exactly.
It's more investing in yourself,
and that's how you have to look
investing
at it.
in yourself, as opposed to sacrificing all these things for you to look cool or look a certain way.
True.
Yeah. It's sometimes as simple as just doing what you're saying you're going to do. So look, I like to answer the 5, right? So number 1, start. Whatever you're going to do, start, because life really for you in that industry starts when you literally get up and start. I'm going to be a photographer. Go buy that camera, right? I'm a tattoo. Go buy that gun. You know what I'm saying? My tattooers would hate if I said a gun. Go buy that machine, right? But what I'm getting to is start. If you're going to become a barber, start. Whatever it is, start, right? But then when you start, make a plan. Make a plan that literally makes sense on paper, yo. Money adds up. It's numbers, right? Then while you're doing that sacrifice, I feel like everything's a S. Then comes skill, right? You can't finesse skill, right? So, we were talking about a lot of barbers these days think they're better than they are, all of that. Sometimes you got to really pay those dues, because the world really gives you what you deserve, I would say when I was younger, dude, I put bad energy out there, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like it took me, like I told you, man, I'm 32 years old. It took me a full 10 years, man. 22, that's when the bad shit started happening. I'm 32 now. It took me a solid 10 years. I'll take this from Diego. Diego says this in his classes, man. It took me 10 years to become an overnight success. It really did. All these lessons I learned and all of that. So like I'm saying, start, sacrifice, save, skill. You know what I mean? And truly, at the end, it's the confidence you gain from the wins. You also gain confidence from the failures, man. But in my opinion, in my literal situation, I started a barbershop. It failed. I had to get a partner to open up another barbershop, right? With a lot of work, because I did not want to fail again. That one succeeded. A little bit of money I made, man, I put that into the tattoo shop because I didn't have that money when I started, right? Let that do its little thing. We put that into the women's salon. Then after that, here comes Chula Vista and all that. And truly, that's all it is, yo. I don't got a lot of money, Can I go purchase a car if I wanted to? Probably. Could I have some nicer things? Yeah. But I've just invested my whole money, right? But I have actual 5-year plan. I got an actual 10-year plan. I got goals on paper, and doing those simple things has helped me keep myself accountable. And I think when you truly keep yourself accountable every day, then that's how you gain those little wins, you know. I like to tell my barbers to do something extra every day, like literally every day, no matter what it is, do something extra every day, because at the end of a year, right, that's 365 things extra you did. That's going to put you in a little bit better position, you know. And for me, it was a snowball, man. You've known me for a little while. It wasn't always like this, you know. And truly, right now, the last 2 years have been moving real fast, and the last 1 year has moved even faster, you know. And now it's looking like the next 6 months are going to go even quicker now, you know, like more projects, more plans. And that's all I really got to teach anyone. I kind of just did what I was supposed to. It's kind of, you know, kind of simple. I just did what I was supposed to, you know.
As corny as it sounds, it's true.
That's all I did. And honestly, bro, I'm not exactly winning just yet, right? But that finish line is very close.
But you're heading the right direction.
You know? Yeah.
That's right.
That's at least me, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Hey, I learned a lot, you know, listening to you today, and I want to go to your class now.
Hey,
yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, I'll be there 100. For sure.
As a matter of fact, well, this podcast will be released next week. We always release a pod. Will this podcast be released? It's this week.
This is gonna be the fastest edited podcast ever.
Okay. As a matter of fact, then for everybody that's watching, this Sunday, J.Teralta will be hosting a business class.
Not a cutting hair class.
Not a cutting hair class. He's not picking up no barber tools, none of that. It's going to be straight
business. I don't want
business.
to be like, he's not even that crispy, you know, none of that. This is strictly on business, man. And to be, without giving too many gems, there's things I haven't said here tonight, more specific things. It's going to be pretty simple, man. You're going to find out a lot more about me in more detail, right? How my story happened. You're going to find out what I did. And more than that, you're going to find what I'm planning on doing. Sometimes for people that helps them kind of figure out what they want to do. And like I said, some things will be more specific. I mean, I'm going to go into things about branding, logos, advertising, all these kind of things. But in my perspective, it's this isn't something that I'm trying to do all the time. This isn't something that I want people to think like, yo, he thinks, you know, this much. I'm not going to lie either. My class is going to be $250. And that's because I feel like what I'm about to give you is worth it. And it's because you won't have to come to another class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's truly just for a person trying to get from where they are now to where they want to be, but in a less corny way, man. Sometimes a little bit of direction, a little
guidance.
Bit of, guidance. And sometimes telling people to do literal things, you know? I like to be real open, man. I used to have a problem. I've had many addictions, you know, but I used to have an addiction, man. And I'm not gonna lie, I used to do coke and do stuff like that, right? And I've a lot of times tried to stop, and this is not. I've been clean for a certain amount of time. But what I'm getting to is I had to kind of like get myself addicted to another thing. And like a little thing that I did first was I would just make sure that no matter how, this is a while ago, but no matter how bad my day is, I got a bank account on the other side of town. You know what I mean? It's a Navy Federal account, and it's like way down from where my neighborhood is, right? So I would, at the end of my day, make myself go to that ATM and put in $20, right? And no more, no less, ever, just every year, right? And if you do 20 times 365, I don't want to do the math. It's not that much money, right? But I saved that, and then I said, all right, next year I'm going to keep doing that. And making myself accountable every fucking day, no matter whether I was tired of having a bad day. There was days I made $40. I didn't want to put those $20 in that ATM, right? It just helped me make myself accountable. And now it all it leads into everything I do now. Now at the end of the day, it's just like, yo, you see everything I have a dry erase board, right? Where it has bills, projects, this, that, right? And I just knock things off that list, you know? And once you get used to working at a high level, it's kind of weird to not do that. You know what I mean? Like my girl kind of knows I'm going to be home about 10, 11 o'clock. Because for me, I can get a certain amount of things done in that day, right? And then I go home, deal with home, hit the ground running the next day, right? But with the idea of it's not going to be like this forever. I hope so. You know what I mean? But that's just me right there, dude. I feel like the more you really put on your plate, man, you're going to drop some of it. You're not going to eat all of it, however you want to look at the reference. But putting yourself under that pressure, man, it just truly makes you way stronger. And then later when you get these little things hit you, like sometimes things don't work out, man. Sometimes you're humbled. Sometimes, you know what I mean? You realize that an idea you had didn't work and all that. It just helps you take it in better. And then if you kind of take it in like that, then you're able to go and do the next project with a different view and stuff like that. And truly, man, that's all it is, man. I just keep going.
That's right.
I just keep going and I try to change shit up, man.
That's right.
Good shit.
Well, fucking, thank you so much for coming, dog.
I appreciate it, dude.
Like Manny said, he learned a lot. I learned a lot. You know, I'm really thankful that you came and you took time out of your day to come hang out with us. You know, spit some gems, spit some fucking, some good fucking, you know, preach some good shit, you know. And
I appreciate it, man.
You're a fucking great person. I hope we could work together, you know, in the future and keep fucking linking up and stay in contact because it's, you know, you're the type of people I want around me, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
And
I love what you're doing, bro. I invite anybody out there that's going to watch this or anybody in the city that maybe does the same thing we do, know that, to maybe reach out to you, you know, and do all that, because perspective is everything, man. My perspective, my opinion, what I think isn't everybody's perfect way. You know what I mean? I want to hear how other people do it. Another thing is I feel like, you know, like sometimes we got to give other people their flowers too, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sure like I said at the battle, bro, like I didn't get here not knowing that there was all these people I looked up to and stuff like that. And if I'm in a position now where I'm lucky enough to influence people under me, I feel like, you know, we should give, I know you already are, give people the chance to come up here and give us their perspective and tell us how they do it or what their plans are. Because I feel like a lot of times too, it's a momentum thing, man. Right now, I could be doing my thing and it looks like this is going on, but I truly want to know what other barbers are up to, what their plans and
fuck yeah.
And at least in my opinion, man, anything that you see me do, I'd love to help you do, man. It's not a shameless plug. I do own my own media company. We do graphics, we do videos, we do printing, we do embroidery. Come and work with me, man. It's not necessary. I don't just need your money, you know. That's not what I do it for, you know. Like if you're saying like you want to do some shit, let's collab on a shirt. Let's do something. What I mean is I'm open to it because the more that we each get, your circle might not know about my circle. I'm sure that now your circle is going to be a little more knowledgeable, at least what I do, and it's going to be vice versa for anybody you work with, man. So just to finish what I was saying, everybody in San Diego, man, if you're watching this, I hope you reach out to them, barbers and people alike, bro, because this is something real cool you're doing.
Thank you.
And it gives people insight on the real people, man. Sometimes you just see haircuts, you see attitude, you know what I mean? Like, at least for me, I think sometimes when people meet me, you know, I have a business attitude and I have a personal attitude, right? Jesse, if you know Jesse, he's super motivational. He's super real. He's going to tell you the truth, right? But at the end of the day, I have to run a full-on business, and my business has an attitude. It's a cutthroat brand. Get fucking familiar, right? It's two different people, man. How I treat my business, it's that serious because it doesn't just feed myself, right? But at the end of the day, there's just a simple person behind it. That person goes home and to his family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all this kind of shit. And I feel like that insight is important. And I'd like to see other people on here too.
Nah, for sure, bro.
And once again, props to everything you guys
Thank
do.
you, man. I really appreciate everything you do, bro. And thank you for coming.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody watching Ace of Fate's Barbershop, YouTube, make sure you guys tune in. This will be ready Thursday at 6 p.m. Make sure you guys follow us, Ace of Fate's Barbershop and Tattoos. Manny Rocks with the Z at the end.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you guys follow J.Teralta on Instagram, Cutthroat Brand.
Hosting he's hosting a class on Sunday, so if you guys are interested in me and Polo will be there.
Yeah, for sure. Make sure you guys hit that up. It's gonna be fucking dope. Make sure you guys follow Omatic Made It, the whole Ace of Fates crew. You already know what it is, man. Thank you guys for watching. We're tuning off. We'll see you guys next week, baby. You already know what it is, baby.
Thank you.
Peace.
Yes, sir.